Hi there, it's Chris Hamilton here with Sales Tip a Day, www.salestipaday.com, and today I'm doing the second part of Trade Show Follow-Up, which is the actual solution to the problem. And the problem that existed is it's actually minimal follow-up. Typically, only 20% of sales leads are followed up. 20% of the sales leads typically are in buy mode, meaning 80% are, and of that, also 20% are in a situation where they are set to buy with less than 5 contacts. Flip side of this, though, is that 80% of leads aren't followed up. 80% of leads are not set to buy, and 80% will not buy until there's at least 5 call or contacts, which basically gives you about 1 in every 100 leads that you get from a trade show that are set to buy, and that has to go through a sales process and stuff like that. The process that we look at using that has got way more effectiveness towards it is utilizing an email campaign through services like Aweber and different stuff, MailChimp and stuff like that, and you use the 4, 14, 30, and 30 repeating, which is 4 days after the trade show, you send some information out. 14 days later, you send some information out, and 30 days later, you send some information out, and then repeat every 30 days. And what you do is you segment your leads into different products or services if you have to, and send out different targeted messaging for them. And then basically, you should track all that stuff and see what kind of links people are following through on. And so part of the email campaign is you should be adding the names to the email service. You got to craft a follow-up letter. You send the letter, you track the clicks, you create the follow-up emails that are needed to be done from now on in, and also track and follow. And when I say from now on in, basically once you get these leads into a lead system or process, you should actually be following up with them on a regular basis and sending them information, not just kind of after the 30 days and stop, just keep them going. So that's how you become top of mind with people. So ideally what I use is Aweber, so I can go in and see who actually opens up the emails that I send out. So this is a campaign that I recently did, and I see it was 602 were sent out, and by the time that I actually took a look at this about a day later, 170 of these were open, which is about 28.4% of the total. 44% were clicked through on. I had nothing for sale, so there is no sales and stuff like that, and I had 1 unsubscribed. But basically what I can see is who actually, see the amount of people actually opening this. Then what I can do is I can go in and see who actually opened this stuff, how many times they open it, and how many times they click through on stuff. So think about it this way: if you got 1 or 2 different what they call hyperlinks into your emails that are going out, people are clicking on these, going to certain web pages to find out information. The interesting thing is you can see how many times they open it and what they're clicking on and that sort of stuff. Then what you can do, especially through Aweber, is go through and see who clicked on what of these links, and then you can send information directly to these people. So let's say that someone clicks through on product XYZ. What you can do is send another message to people that actually click through on this with more information on product XYZ, saying we've got a follow-up webinar or online event or a real life event that we'd like you to come down to. So that's a way that you can actually follow up and get more people through on this stuff. Last but not least, you start taking a look at the follow-up. So you get to see who's clicked through, how much they've clicked, see what they've clicked. Once you learn all that stuff, then you can start building that plan of attack, and then you can go out and get the business that you need and stuff like that. So the email services that I've looked at are Aweber, Constant Contact, Vertical Response, and MailChimp. All wonderful services. You should take a look at them and see which one fits their need on that one. Last but not least, how to reach me. My name is Chris Hamilton. You can reach me at chris@salestipaday.com, on my website, www.salestipaday.com, and you can reach me on my phone at 403-630-1243. And also, if you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, so on and so forth, down the right-hand side of my website, you will find any kind of link through to any of the social media there. I hope you found this information valuable, and for daily sales and marketing tips, go to www.salestipaday.com. Thanks for viewing.